you this morning? Yeah, good cheers.
That's good morning. Happy Sunday. All levels yoga for one more time today, and then we're going to do some chi yoga starting next week, which is a little Qigong and a little yoga. Great combination. So today we decided to do some foam rollings. If you're at home and you need a foam roller, if you have one, grab it. So it's one of these guys. So we're going to start nice and easy in child's pose today. So let's get our self lying twice on the mat. And walk your fingertips out, press into your hands, and then press your hips back. Allow the forehead to touch the ground. And start to connect with your breath. As you inhale, notice the spine lengthening. As you exhale, allow your chest and heart to relax and melt towards the ground. Inhale fully. Let that breath hover in your lungs for a bit. And then exhale completely through the pursed lips, like you want to exhale that breath out like blowing a candle. Inhale. Inhale more. Fill up the lungs all the way to the top. Feel the space between the shoulder blades. And pause for as long as you can, allowing the lungs to expand, the rib cage to relax, to have this energy travel between your shoulder blades. And exhale. Create a shoo sound. Maybe you're pursing your lips a little bit. And exhale, exhale, exhale all the way out till your lungs are empty. Squeeze the navel at the end of the exhale. Hold for 2 counts. And when you're ready, inhale again, allowing the lungs, the rib cage, the diaphragm to open up and fill up to the top. Feel this breath traveling from the low body, from the low back, just really filling it up all the way to the shoulders. And feel that breath as it sits in your body. Hold it for as long as you can to have it penetrate in all these tense areas in your back. And then exhale. Like you're shooing something out of your heart and lungs, any stale, old, negative energy, toxic energy, negative emotions, things we could not process in the week or the month or the day, or a lifetime of karma. One more time, just like that, meaningfully filling up the lungs as much as you can, breathing in, adding 2 more sips at the top of the inhale, feeling fully engaged in this process of breathing. Feel that breath traveling between shoulder blades, down into the arms. Hold it for as long as you can. Notice where you want to go. You will go to the most tense, intense, compressed areas. And you let it be there to release, to lengthen, to create space, and to bring lightness into the darkness. And exhale. Exhale now. Inhale, walk the hands to the right edge of the mat. 2 breaths here for the side body on your left. Inhale, 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 fully and completely. Hold it. And exhale when you're ready. Pause, and then another meaningful breath in. Hold it a bit more. And when you're ready, exhale. Inhale, hands go back to center. Exhale, bring them to the left. Let's open up the right side of the body. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in a bit more. Hold that breath of life in your body. Exhale. Pause. Inhale again, fill up the rib cage, hip crest, bottom of the rib cage, armpits. Hold it, expand. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center, forehead touches the ground. Make this intention to stay connected with your heart, allowing your head and mind to bow to the heart throughout your practice today. So we can drop into the kindness and goodness of our heart and away from the monkey mind. Being aware, present, and alert with our movement, with our breath, with our emotions, with our thoughts flowing in and out. And don't let them disturb your peace. They're just clouds floating in the sky. They're there and they move. So let them move through you. Make an intention for your practice. Seal that intention. Don't start to walk the hands in, come on up to tabletop. Fingertips spread apart like a starfish. Align wrist and shoulders, knees and hips, and let's move into cat-cow. Open up the spine to start to move that kundalini shakti from the base of the spine through all the chakras, all the way to the crown and our eyebrow point. So as you inhale, you start the movement from the tailbone, let it go up through the spine all the way to the Ajna chakra, moving your eyes up and in to look at that point, and then let it travel up the crown and out the crown. And exhale, tug the tailbone under, squeeze the navel to the spine, rounding in, connecting with your navel point, your energy and power, confidence and self-esteem. And inhale, lift the head, chest, get into your inspiration, intuition, concentration. And exhale, navel power, squeeze, open up the spine. Our core, it's our energy wheel, it's our powerhouse. The core is strong, our energy is strong. Inhale, and when our mind is strong and the core is strong, they do connect with the heart because they need to have that bridge, energy, mind power, heart feeling, and thus our life can flow easily without fighting against it. Keep moving with the breath and see how you can liberate the spine a bit more, how you can lengthen the breath a bit more. Flexible spine means energy, means life. Waking up the spine is first thing we do in yoga. When the energy flows through all the chakras, they all get balanced and energized. All right, let's start to move arm and leg now. Left arm up and right leg. And exhale, release and switch. Inhale, stretch diagonally. Breathe and move. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale. Now we're going to add a little bit. Inhale, left arm and right leg out and up. And then exhale, bring them into the center, squeezing navel to spine, elbow to knee. Inhale up, exhale, repeat one more time. Inhale up, exhale, release. Other side, right arm, left leg. Bring it in. Inhale up and out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Left side again. Inhale up and out. Open. Exhale, elbow to knee. This time on the 3. Inhale up and out. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale up and out. Exhale. Extend one more time. Lengthen, reach. Exhale, bring it down. Other side, right arm, left leg, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze, round the spine, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen, reach, exhale. One more, just like that. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, bring it down. Let's move the hips side to side a little bit now. And swing your hips and tailbone to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale back. Exhale, other side. Look over your left side. Inhale back. One more time each side. Hips left, gaze right. Inhale, hips right, gaze left. This time say same side. Hips to the left, gaze to the left. Inhale, center, hips right, gaze right. One more, left side. And center, right side. Feel those stretches against the side body and the neck and shoulders. Bring it back. All right, let's come to hands and knees, which we already are, never mind. So let's bring the mat to a fold at your knees or use your blanket. Gonna get those knees a little bit of softness so we can move the hips in a circle. Extend the arms out just a little bit more, stretch all the way back to child's pose. Then exhale, reach to your left, and then forward and down, and then right. Just create a big circle here. Pressing into the hands as you go forward. Lubricating the hip joints in this sideway and forward movement, opening up. Reverse direction. Little crackle in those joints, right? They get really stiff and stagnant if you don't move them in all directions. So we're gonna do that right now. And last one. All right, bring it back. Release that hold. Okay, let's stretch back to the heels. So for this one, okay. All right, so we're gonna stretch back to the heels. We're gonna do what is called a master set. So here we're sitting back, forehead to the ground, and we bring the arms behind us and see if you can interlace them at your spine, at your lower back, and then lift them up the best you can. Tuck the chin in and look down at your navel point. And we start to breathe in breath of fire, Kapalabhati. So you bring the navel up and in towards the spine. And as we exhale, so it's a forceful exhale, goes like this. So you can feel your navel kind of pumping. Hopefully you didn't eat a lot this morning, so it can be uncomfortable if you ate a big breakfast. And exhale, squeeze and pump that belly as you sit in this pose. This is a kundalini set that involves 3 postures. This is the first one. And it's called a master set because if we do this pose, this kundalini kriya enough, we will be able to be masters of our own mind and emotions, everything else that is our personality, our life. It's too much to breathe this way. You can do deep, long breaths. This breath style, it's also called Kapalabhati, or shining the skull. You'll really clear your mind. You'll make it tabula rasa, which we need. It's like a reset for your mind. So you get your horses back in check. We're not letting them run astray and go in different directions. Like you're the charioteer and taking charge of your horses so they don't run wild in all 1,000 directions. So then, of course, you are in control of your mind. When all your horses go in one direction, you are aware and you are focused. Okay, soften the breath and just breathe naturally now for 3 more rounds. This detoxifies our upper body. So you would have felt it probably in arms, shoulders, rib cage, collarbones, neck, and your mind. And inhale, release that pose. All right, let's release those arms and shake them down. Circle the wrist, release that tension. Okay, next pose is called the kundalini chair. So we're gonna be sitting into an imaginary chair, feet hip width apart. We get our hands on the outside of the ankles and we sit down as low as we can, like we're in a chair. So your knees and hips, eventually will be aligned. You have a 90-degree at your knee. Maybe not right away, but this is how we train to be in charge of our mind, be in charge of our emotions, be in charge of our feelings and of our life. If you can sit through this, you can sit through anything in life. So we strengthen our power, our determination, our courage. You get really heavy in your thighs, in your femur bone after a while. So do what you can. Stay with a long, deep breath. Or you can still do the Kapalabhati, at least for a minute if you want. This will detoxify all of our body and you will increase the red blood cell production in the femur bone. This is where our red blood cells mature in our femur bone. So we're increasing the energy of life. Those blood cells, they do change every 3 months, every 90 days, we get new red blood cells. And that's what they're doing right now. They're maturing in your femur bone. So let's strengthen. The femur bone gets weakened because of poor circulation in the hips. And you probably want to die, but get through that phase when you feel like you're dying and get to the other side, if you can today. You're gonna have a lot of heat coming, a lot of toxic waste here. And it's okay to come out. If you're done, you're done. One more deep breath. And exhale, release. Come on up a little bit. Let the knees stay bent. This Kundalini yoga is very challenging, but it does change you. It changes your energy, changes your personality, changes who you are. You just become better when you get through all this stuff, you get to the other side eventually. Because we do carry a lot in our bodies. This is the greatest way to release. And that's why it's challenging, because we are encountering all that stuff that we've been carrying forever. Okay, next one is the opposing of the first one. So we're gonna be on our knees. This is a saddle pose, basically. So knees can be a little bit apart and feet can be on the outside the best you can. Put a blanket here underneath your thighs if you need to. And then we're gonna get the hands back behind us. Okay, so we're gonna go here as low as we can. And we breathe. So your hands or your elbows can be on the floor. Your whole front body is really open, and you breathe into your heart. This is helping us clear any energies of codependency, releasing any negative emotions that keep us stuck in the past, clear our heart and lungs, breathing through the challenge of this pose into the hips and psoas, especially the psoas, which is that muscle that connects up into the thoracic vertebrae on your left side near the heart. So it's a great release of emotional luggage here. So breathe long and deep breaths here. You're gonna feel fresh like a newborn baby when we get done with this kriya, I promise. And you'll be masters of your own selves. That's the only way you can be a master in this life. You cannot be a master of anyone or master of the universe, but you can be a master of you, and then you conquer the world. Two more breaths here. All right, start to lift off. Great. Press into the hands. Lift up. Let's take a moment to feel all this energy reestablishing itself in the body. So sit quietly. Now the mind is clear, the body is released. It's a great time to have a short meditation, because your mind is really ready. We are controlling the horses. We're subduing the monkey mind. We release the holding in the body. So you'll be a great way to experience this clarity, this space, this freedom. Silence in your mind. Clarity and space. From ear to ear, it's just space. No head, no brain, just vastness of space. Enjoy how it is to be with no mind. That means the heart is in charge and you are in a better place. And feel the rays of sun shining up upon you. Feel the compassion. Feel the love, the acceptance. Now we can see that after we get through a strong series of kriyas like that, you to get to a place where you really get to enjoy. When the hard work is done and you get to enjoy the fruits, taking in the nectar of that practice. Okay, so I hope you felt the benefits of all that hard work. You got to enjoy it. Now we're gonna move into using this little friend here. Then we're gonna do one more kriya at the end. That's a little bit more fun and easy. Okay. So I wanna start with the quads today. So we're gonna get the roller right underneath us, and we're gonna come in the middle of our quads and get your elbows on the floor. This is the thick muscle, bundle of muscles. The femur has 3 different areas. Medial, lateral, and one more, there's 3 of them. So we're gonna move here up and down from the hips to the knee almost. And this is very intense when your quads are very tight, which they usually are, because we always tense them up and we never get a chance to release or relax them. So it's normal to feel resistance and a little bit of discomfort. It's like tenderizing the meat. If you like that simile, like, ah! And now we're gonna bring the heels together. This is gonna get a little bit further on the inside of the legs. And now toes together and go a few rolls here to get more in that lateral head of the femur, of the quadriceps femoris. And this goes deep into the bone too, so you'll activate the muscles, the tendons, the cartilage, and the bone, again, increasing that red blood cell production and bringing a lot of circulation into these deep structures in the body. Those are the more yin structures comparing to yang. Yang would be like your muscle or the action or the activity that we do in the body. And yang is the more, the yin is the more quiet, the deeper structures that we can get to in yin yoga, basically. They are basically our bones and the deeper structures like cartilages and tendons. All right, so we got a good work there. So we're gonna move on to the shins, because you know what, we have circulation and blood into the shins as well. And that's why we get shin splints sometimes, because the blood doesn't circulate to nourish these areas. So we're gonna come diagonal, make an X with your roller. And then hands on the floor, and you're onto the middle of your shins, and you roll from the knee to the ankle. So when you're sideways like that as a next, the bottom side is gonna get more of a lateral stretch, and the left one on the other side is gonna get more of that inner part of the bone, getting a good massage. I never thought your shins would hurt or would need this, right? But they do. And especially this is actually done for athletes, the runners, you know, anybody that works with their legs in a very intense way, they need to do this a lot. But we need to do it too. All right, now we're gonna switch, go to the other side. So create an X in the other direction. So now your other shin bone, it's against the roll on the bottom, and the other one, it's on the inside end. Breathe as you move. Having fun yet? It is a little bit. Yeah, right. You didn't know that about your body. That is gonna be, but this is getting that tension stuck in the bones out of you. And you know what? In that tension, it's a lot of memory of the past. So we're releasing that too. But it's very powerful, but very mean at first. Ah, you can scream and yell, stick your tongue out. It's okay. It's gonna be good. All right, release now. Whoo, you didn't know that. How mean that was. Let's do the back of the legs. From the ankles, get your hands back. We're gonna roll, just using our core and our legs. The knees are gonna bend and release as we roll just like that. This is gonna get our calf muscle, our Achilles tendon. That's the gastrocnemius and the malleus and whatever muscles are there in the back of the leg. Those are the areas that can get cramps if you have low magnesium, or if you just have poor circulation in the extremities, you can get this cramps in the leg when you wake up. So this is a good thing to do to prevent those things to happen. And also taking magnesium supplements help as well. And now we can, you started? Good, yeah, I take magnesium every day, I need it. Because it's not found in food as much as we need it to. Now go lateral a little bit. So bring your legs to one side and do that side a little bit too. And then move them the other side and roll again. Ooh, you're gonna need lots of water after this one and lots of deep breaths. Okay, great. Now we're gonna do the hamstrings. Those are also very tight. If you ever injure the hamstring, oh, you never want it. I did it once. It took 6 months to heal. So let's roll our hammies now. Go all the way to the glutes and all the way down to the knees. Here you can go as long, as slow as you want. Okay, now we're gonna roll sideways. So move your body a little bit side to side, creating a spiraling movement. So you can get those lateral edges a little bit. And you're gonna get some strong arms here, right? I promise I'll do something really nice at the end so you can forget about this one. So you can forgive me. Come on your side now. Let's do the IT bend. Good luck on this one. This one stinks. So this is the runner's muscles in the movement muscle. Without this muscle, we could not walk, right? So we use it every day since we started walking till we go. So we gotta keep and maintain here in good health. So here you can also roll that spiraling movement, dropping down the belly towards the ground and then opening up as you roll up. So look down to the ground as you roll down and inhale, roll up. This is gonna make it more intense, but see where you wanna be. You don't have to do it this way, it's more intense. Or you can just go up and down and put less pressure. If it's too much, you decide how much you press into that leg. So you use more of your hands to release. This feels good at the end, not in the moment. It's one of those things that are like, oh, ouchie, ouchie, but then it's like, wow, my body really feels good. Okay, enough on that, guys. So we're gonna go all the way to the hip now. Let's go on the side of your hip, that TFL and piriformis is almost. So we're gonna bring the knees down and then inhale, open up a little bit. So exhale, kind of coming in. This is best to do with a ball, but we're just gonna do like 3 of these here to go a little bit deeper into the side here. Okay, one more. Great. Now let's do the other side. Actually, let's do the arm on this side too, and then we'll do the whole other side again. Under the armpit, here we're gonna make a cradle and support our head with the arms. Lift the hips off the floor and using your hips to create a movement. Just kind of moving from your knees, rolling up and down this area where we are really also very tense, because anytime we need to use the arms, we use these lats and these trapezius and rhomboids. So we're getting a little bit into the traps and the lats here, and those levator muscles of the arm. So this one can be intense too. Now, so we went up and down a few times, right? Now we're gonna go crosswise in the muscles this way, lateral. So we're gonna bring the chin towards the chest and down to the roll. Then we're gonna inhale and open like that. So it goes all the way to your middle back. Exhale down and in. Inhale, open, and really use the breath, because if we don't use the breath, we're gonna get that lactic acid to get stuck. So if you're holding your breath, that means it's too intense, so back off a bit. Inhale and exhale. So releasing a lot of stagnation, which means a lot of lactic acid is gonna be released in the system to be cleansed out of the body through the lymph and through perspiration and elimination and so forth. So drink a lot of water to help that process. Now open up and stay here and feel the energy traveling all the way to the middle of your spine. Stretching this arm and back of the body into that shoulder. One more breath. All right, great. Now we're gonna do the length of the arm, just from the elbows. So roll that tricep. You can rest your head on the upper arm and just roll a little bit. The triceps gets also contracted, and sometimes they just stay in that contraction and it can cause pain. They're shortened basically when they stay contracted, and it can cause pain on the elbow, the neck, or the shoulder, or even the wrist. So releasing that contraction to allow the muscle to stay in the contraction and then move into relaxation. That's what this is doing. It's reminding the muscles to get unstuck. Okay, release. We'll do the other side. Get onto your left IT band. A bundle of tendons. It's really mostly ligament and tendon. This is not a muscle. We call it muscle. It's an IT, iliotibial tract. So it's a very dense fascia. It's like a fascia, but very thick. So it needs a lot of stretching in order not to get injured and to also help the energy flow to not foreshorten our gait. So when you run, when you walk, over time, everything gets tensed up. So now we'll have the knee come back to suppleness, moving, pendulating from contraction to relaxation. And go all the way up to the hip. And go a little bit forward and a little bit up, opening up. All right, let's slide it up under the arm. Support your head in your hands. And lift the hips off the floor, knees stay on the floor. And slide up and down for this big muscle that helps us raise our arms and work with our arms. It gets really stagnant here too. Quite a bit actually. That tenses everything up in the upper back, trapezius, rhomboids. Then it goes to the scallions in the neck, and then we get tension headaches. So Please do the rolling when you can. I'm guilty as charged. I don't do it enough myself. But man, when I do it, it's just a reminder that I need to do it more. And now up and back. Forward, chin to chest. And inhale, slide it open. Exhale. And inhale. They have a full class of this on Fridays, but not everybody can do Fridays. And they mainly use the ball release, I call them the tennis balls, because you can use tennis balls on that one. The therapeutic balls to do this deep tissue massage. Basically, you're doing a deep tissue massage to yourself with this practice. All right, release that. Let's do that tricep a little bit. So my point was that I did say the tennis balls are a little bit more specific. They can go into the trigger points and dig deep, but it's always good to start with a roller, just because you're attacking more area at one time and it's less intense. With those can be even more intense than this because you're going very specific and it can really be like ouchie. All right, so let's release this guy. We have to go to the neck and upper back a little bit, and hopefully to the hip flexors. Let's see the back first. Getting under your rib cage, not below. Don't go in the soft area. Get your feet on the floor and roll up and down, all the way to the neck, all the way down to the bottom of the rib cage. Support your head in your hands so you don't tense up the neck muscles. Opening the arms is going to make it go all the way to the sides of the scapulas. And we'll stop here under the neck. So the roll is right under your neck now. And gently move your head from side to side. Inhale, exhale. And keep the head to the right for a second, or two, or three. Deep breath, release. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn the head to the left. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Release here, relax. One deep breath, hold it in. Release any tension in the back of the neck and base of the skull. Exhale, let go of that tension. And we'll release everything now. Come to your side. We're gonna stop there, not do the other one because it's nice to end with the neck. So now I wanna do nice and easy. Trying to find the right song for this one. I bow to you. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this is really fun and easy. I'm gonna sit and receive Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to my higher self. Okay, so going with the arms. I bow to you, reach up to the sky. I bow to thee within my heart. So you come to your heart. Then you open up. Press the hands. Exhale within my heart. I bow to you. Within my heart. I bow. Then I'm finding a flow with the arms. This time, hands up and into the heart, and then second time, down and up. This is going to bring all of this nice energy around your body, increasing your aura. Up, down to the heart, so you find your own flow, moving with the breath. Bowing to yourself, to the divine presence inside of you. Namo Gurudev. Namo Gurudev. Namo. Join the chanting. It's good for your heart. You're bowing and chanting to your heart. Start in the center. Inhale, arms up one more time, palms up to the sky, receive. Sweep it around. Bring it into your heart. And bow to yourself. Bring it up and transition to the ground for Shavasana. Let go of your body into the ground. Let it be held. Sink into gravity. And allow the angels sing to your heart. I praise the Guru inside of me, my highest self, my teacher, my guide. I come back to the essence of who I am. Allow the vibration of the gong sound penetrate all your body and brain cells, erasing any doubts, any fears, any misunderstandings, any hurt, any pain, and allow it to reprogram your body cells. And reprogram and organize your mind state. Slowly and gently reawaken your body, open your eyes. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Start to move. Rub your hands and feet to bring the energy back into the extremities. And come back to your side. This goal you can do for hours, right? It's Gong for healing, and then it's Gong for love by White Sun. So it's a band, a kundalini band. Leader of the band, it's a 75-year-old man that studied directly with Yogi Bhajan in the 60s when he came to the West. So I had practiced and taught and took lessons from him 2 years ago. So it was amazing. And their band, White Sun, they won a Grammy for their music. All this music today was by White Sun. So it's amazing stuff. All right, let's bring all of this goodness into our center. Bring the hands to the heart. Bow once more to your higher self, to the divine presence in you and in everyone. Namaste. Satnam. If you want to hear this gong again, look it up. It's on YouTube, Amazon Prime, Spotify. It's White Sun, like the sun outside. And it's called Gong for Healing, or Gong for Love, Gong for Meditation. They have different tracks for Gong. And it's good to put it before you go to bed. It really gets you into a state of relaxation before you, and you sleep soundly when you